Yo, welcome back. It's Mr. Renew. So, we got our pick a card. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Knight of Swords. So, if you're here, you chose the Knight of Swords. Now, we're going to use Earth Magic deck. This is an Oracle deck. And we're using this because it's pretty straightforward, and so that's why I like to use the tarot and the oracle kind of in reverse, but it's really what messages want to be told in the right way. How do I want to paint this picture? Most of you guys thought about one way, but I'm going to give you a different way, and I don't care which different way it is, and that's the key. It doesn't matter which variable, we're applying it as a construct, one you can see a difference. And so this is the association of what we call like an integer in math, the idea that we can claim a number that has always been here as a positive or a negative. And really it's just a direction, but we need that to understand it as a prepositional phrase. The noun is on top of the noun. The noun is next to the verb. These things here are helping us see the space. And so in the case of you in Power 1, we got the Knight of Swords. Swords energy is thought. Knight energy is battle, movement, verbs, action. So to me, this is dealing with movement, action of the mind. But it's the maturing mind. Remember, we're looking for what has matured. And what has matured in this space, well, for us, we'll see it as what? Passion, 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 passion. So you're thinking of ways to boost your passion up. You're looking for ways to fire yourself up. You're looking for ways to fire your fire, but you already have a fire. This is reminding me exactly of, you're going to love this. This reminds me exactly of, Avatar, The Last Airbender, when Prince Zuko lost his passion for hunting the Avatar, and then his mind had to race, literally race. I don't know, y'all can't really see that, damn it, but it's, he had to race. His mind was racing on whether he should follow his father's rules or his uncle's, and he started to build a new passion. And he had to learn how to recoil his own flame, his fire. And this is what you're doing right now. It's like you're figuring out another way, but the thing is, that's funny. This is the mystery card over here. The other one just came out. You got two. And it's funny because initially I was going to split those cards up, use it as Power 1, Power 2, which is bringing me into what we call the pre-contemplation stage of like how we manifest things psychologically. This is not manifestation. That's more energetic. This is the psychological structures that you're going to channel that energy through. And this here is coming through as a Knight of Swords, but the passion is also coming out. So it's you redirecting and rechanneling. So the fact that you have two cards and one's a mystery, it's a part of you that you're still discovering on what is the redirector. It's not who yet. It's not who yet. You're looking for what it is. In the case of Zuko in The Last Avatar, this is what am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing? That's that reason. And then it becomes why. So what was he doing? He's sitting here fucking helping the Fire Lord. Why? Because my sister is a crazy evil bitch. And my dad is psycho as well. And they killed my mama. So he started to build those passions up again. But again, he has to think about them, but he's thinking about his old passions versus the new passions, and there's separation between them. But your card at the bottom is summer solstice, full radiance. It's the sun. Look how magical this card is. This is what I said you will like, and this is the idea. You can't see yourself as a left and right anymore. You got to see yourself as a top and bottom. But if I'm at the top, the only way I can get to the bottom is if I go to here, right? No, there's no such thing as the top. So if you're the top, you have to realize that because this is a circle, you got to see the two circles. You can see the circle on the outside, and then you can see the circle on the inside. This is like a zygote. Oh man, there was a damn, it was a funny ass joke I saw online. It was like zygote to Wygo. I don't know. That shit was so funny. I can't remember right now, but it's just funny because the sun is reminding me exactly of that. It's like a cell, and then this is your cell membrane. So if that's the case, inside of the face, there is still a brain or a cell or nucleolus. And so there's a center to the center. But when we realize that the center has two layers of protection, we can start to see that this is the fact that you have two different ways to channel your passion. Again, what is the part? Oh, well, let's wait for the reveal. Get some music on the background. Haha. Making you wait. Another card in reverse. That's crazy. And it's the Two of Cups, which is one of the most beautiful cards in this Thoth deck. And this Thoth deck is deep. And so the fact that this is here, this hurts for me. So you got the Two of Cups in reverse, paired up with the Knight of Swords, and it's like I'm hearing there's two things that's going on. One is the fact that you have passion for something that you know you want passion for. It's the old thing, right? It's the old thing that's been matured up. And then on the other side, you're realizing the things that come with the thing of the past. That thing that is maturing, when you're looking at it, again, in the case of Zuko, is looking at family. He's looking back at family. He's looking back at his childhood. In this case, you're thinking back towards love, back towards loving actions, back towards partnerships. But again, I don't think this is like the Lovers card, bro, in the regular deck. This is how deep this love is. This is the love that is. So for my astrologists out there, they'll understand this card to be when planets are. Damn, I just forgot it. Like when detriment. That damn, I can't believe I forgot that. Detriment. When planets are in spaces or in signs that are in detriment, like when Venus is in Scorpio, the reason why is because Taurus rules Venus, but Taurus is the opposite. So it's like having the exact opposite and expecting a person to go there and love it. So imagine a princess who is living at her dad's house, the Taurus, and then she goes and finds a dude who's a Scorpio, and he's completely the opposite. So dad live in the castle, this nigga live on the street. Dad got all the clothes, this nigga got no shoes, and and he wears a sack. You know, dad over here got all the money. He broke. He so broke his debts got debt. Over here, dad has all the maids and the servants. He has to hunt for his food or he don't eat, so he's skinny. That's this opposite detrimental aspect to it. But the thing is, it's not the reason why these cards are coming out like this is so you can see this. Because look. Ah, you can't say I'm lying. You can't say I'm lying. So the reason why you need to review this again, you're trying to rebirth this passion. You're trying to take this passion to another level. And the reason why you need to is because this love here, this love right here, this is the ultimate. This is okay, I gotta give myself as an example, but I really don't want to, man. But alright, damn. So I've been on a journey to make sure that this stays with God, and I've been overprotective of this to the point to where it's been a detriment. So I know I've been hearing things like I need to give love to others and I need to expand and start serving people more. But I'm not in the space there yet. But that is, if I had to put myself in this situation, would be the me searching for the passion. It's like why I have all the opportunity to do all the things that I fought to get, and a part of me just hasn't come over to the other side yet. And so the part of me that hasn't come over to the side is the part that has matured, but he's looking for the mature being. It's the kid who turned 15, but they're realizing that they wish they were 15. But you are, and you said you would do all of these things when you were 15 once you were 13, but now you're here and you don't have the passion to do it. Why? And it's not about being good or bad, leaving things behind, making the wrong moves or not. It's about knowing and understanding first that we all grow and we all expand. And that's the thing. So if I had to give me, I have to understand that, like, damn, stage fright, I guess. Okay, so if I had to like break it down, I want something, bro, that I've wanted for a long, long time. And what I wanted was something that I've never really understood. And in this thing that I've never understood, it's always been a deep knowing, though. And in that deep knowing, this deep passion, I've known this. And what this is not me, this is not you, this is us together. There's nothing else but that. This is us coming together makes two of others and others and others. But us, we are now unified, harmonized. We aren't even the same being. We're androgynous to one another. We're hybridous, synonymous. Those things all happening together is like how I feel when I think about love. But this is the ultimate understanding of the Venus energy. Why? Because of where it's placed with me. I know and understand that, but because it's in Scorpio, it's in the detriment. So instead of being the sun radiating out, I'm a sun radiating within. So I give myself so much love to the point to where it's unconditional, which leaves me to be on the outside doing things out of passion, which makes me think in the past, and then it takes what was intertwined and what I thought would be and makes it like this, not for anything that would happen, only for things of my mind. And that's, again, the reason that happens is because when Venus is at home, she doesn't need to use her mind. She has everything around her. So I can just call somebody, ring a bell. I can walk over to my band, my camp. I forgot what it's called. Little foot bad things. My vanity. Walk over to the vanity kind of thing, and then do her hair and shit. Like it's an understanding of how you don't need to even second guess anything. It's just flow. But when Venus is not at that home and she's out in the shack, on the island, in the cabin, in the woods, and like if she doesn't know how to get herself into that frequency of being in the woods, like she's not going to have the passion. But she's the one who said we should go to the woods and live in the cabin. She wanted to go to the Scorpio crib. She wanted that because it makes her feel different. It makes her feel different. And so I still didn't really fully give me, but what my problem is, my Two of Cups in reverse is I have never been a person to put myself out there because of the Venus energy. Again, to put myself out there and just and not think of things for a long term. And the reason why is because I need long term passion and somebody to grow with me on a long term basis. And the grow means the change. And the change means to grow for better in ways that we don't want to. And then the grow is self reflection. And those things are hard to come by together in all people, let alone just a specific group of people, let alone a specific group of people I'm interested in. So you see how it gets more difficult when I think about my passions, and so I lose the passion. And then the passion that's lost, it's not actually lost, it's just radiating within. And so now I start burning myself because the passion isn't going on the outside. So then that means all the loves that I had in the past, then they didn't work out. I'm now hurting myself when I'm thinking about the flame that I used to have, the passion, and how it's being used over here, but it's not here. So the only thing I can do when I'm giving that love is give it to myself, but then some of that love was hurt. We're not together. Some of that love was pain. We're not together. Some of those things in the past, we're not together. It's not this intertwined thing that we once had. And again, for me, I'm picky and choosy. I'm to the point to where I had to like literally pause this. So for me, I've been radiating and I've been elevating and growing into this maturity. So personally, I mean, I've been abstinent for a long time, but it went from absolutely no to like nah. And then it went to like I'ma just use my power and say no. If I and just say no, and then it moved into, bro, I don't care, and then it moved into, oh, actually, I do care. I'll try with the right person, and then again, it kept progressing. And these are over about 5 years, and so because of this, you got to understand, I was in a long-term relationship. And so I was intertwined with this. It was like 8 years. There was always this. This was there. But when we broke up, it made it pretty hard, man. It made it pretty hard to like to get over this. Because even when I tried to search for that, I was always like instantly comparing this to any person out there. Again, the princess came. Imagine me being the Scorpio guy in the shack. The princess come around, you save her kind of thing from some trolls or whatever, and like she's thankful you take her to your shack and feed her, and she's so grateful and all of this shit, and you're like, what the fuck? There is a princess in my shack, nigga. And so like you have this intertwined feeling, and so when you have all of these things, but again, you just things are blocked between you and the princess, or you and the shack guy, and you're seeing how it's not even you, it's environment. So just because the thing is in this space, that's the problem. But if you put the princess inside the shack, shit don't work. If you put the shack guy inside the castle, that shit won't work. Now think of Aladdin. There has to be some kind of happy medium in between, and that was the magic of the genie. The genie was able to make these counterbalances happen, but the genie is the magic that radiates from the inside out. But Scorpio, being with Venus, is energy radiating outside in. And so when this here is in reverse, this is the idea of pouring out love to where it's poured out of love. That means leaving people because they're not good for you. Leaving people because you're not good for them. Leaving jobs because it's detriment to more than less. Leaving jobs because you don't have the time or the dedication. It's the positive side to doing something, the selfish side to doing something, but then again, it's causing pain. And so because this here is not radiating out, and you reflect out, and there's no real thing outside of you to actually receive that radiance. Now it's radiating upon you on the inside, and you're burning and causing droughts inside of you, and you're hurting your feelings. But there's things you can do to help with that. So I drank like 2 gallons of water yesterday because I did legs the other day, and I just knew. And I did my thing, man. I did my thing, and I almost made it, but I drank a little bit, and I drank a whole big ass Powerade, and I was just trying to make sure I did not cramp. And when I went to bed, I like laid a certain way, and it started to cramp. I was like, oh no! But because I had loaded up on so much water and with the extra electrolytes, and I did certain things. Again, for me, this upside down love was the alcohol, but the whole situation, it was the cramp. But then the entire situation was I prepared myself because I knew I want to keep the passion of doing these things that I'm doing. But again, I want to do it in a way to where I don't have any problems. But I have the understanding from the past, so I got to figure out a way to get into the future that's right now and not say the past needs to come to the right now. No, it's already here. I need to realize that. I need to change my tune from being the baby walking to the baby running. It looked the same, but the baby think it's running, and you just see the baby stumbling over his fucking feet. It just looked like that. But that's because it's radiating on the inside. It's on the what's good for me, but it's good for all kind of vibe. And in the case of me in the previous loves, and why I even brought this up, it's like if I was to see a person and I think about like the future, I gotta deal with this woman's past. And what sucks is that because I understand women as I do, she's never not going to love all the people that she's been with. And she's, whether that means she loves to hate them niggas or loves to love them, and just makes them feel so good and nobody else has done it because that was a weird nigga or it was a unique time or whatever these special occasions that can be presented, that is not going to ever go away. And because I'm a man who understands that, it hurts because I feel like I can't be this with me and you because, again, why? You're thinking about others, or others has had you. And this is like the idea of like a God wanting a pure, like, woman to be with. But it's just the notion that a woman won't be that. That's the God masculine ego. But that ego is okay. That's a passion, right? But the understanding is we're looking at how do we get a new passion, because I want to be intertwined, but do I need to sacrifice it to be this way? But look, we have rebirth at the bottom. So it's something being reborn, but you got to realize it's already been reborn. So you got to find it within you. Let's see, because again, I'm tired of talking about me, but this just pops up because, in my example at least, it popped up because, again, I desire a person, and I see this person in my dreams, and that's really what it is. And because I see this person in my dream, and then I've seen this person in real life, you can kind of say, it's like, I've seen other people in my dreams too, but like not like this. The feelings are different. Feelings and dreams are weird. They don't operate the same. And they're more like personal. Like if you can be pink, the crayon pink, everybody will always be like, if I imagine this, all inside the crayon, all the molecules will just be like pink, 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 pink. Like everything is pink. Like that's just pink, blue, 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 magenta, 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 magenta. Like I know that's stupid, but I'm just saying, man, like this is the radiant energy, that energy coming on the outside, but all of those passions that you just heard externally, that was on the inside of me. But I do that because I love it, and I had to realize, even though I hurt my own feelings, thinking that my future woman or my woman, you know, because the future is now. My woman, my wife, my queen, my goddess, she's thinking of some other nigga. She's a part of her is longing for somebody else. I gotta love that part of her. And if I can be that nigga as me, I can show her what run is versus what walk is from the baby point of view. And now the baby has been doing this exchange of running, right? Versus what you see as walking for, like, let's say a year or two, and now your baby is in track. And it's the fastest fuck, boy. Fastest fuck, boy. Like, that baby is fast. And but the baby been trying to show you I'm fast as fuck for 2 years, but you been like, look at this nigga stumbling over his feet. Get me out the shoes, mama. Let me watch. So all of those thoughts that I'm bringing, this is just the nights. This is how night sword energy works. Air energy, mental energy on the move. All of these different things. It's all of those different feelings that will make me feel this way. All the different feelings that will make you feel disconnected, unraveled, torn, disheveled, hurt. But it's all the things from the past. So now it's hurtful things to self, or hurtful things to passions, hurtful things to the ideas of what you want to be or do. Hurtful to you.